I put on for this, yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.
Yo, what's happening? How everybody doing? How y'all feeling? What it do? What it is? What's going on? How y'all doing today, man? Hold up, give me 1 second. I gotta drop this. Running a little late, just got in the door. Busy day today. Let me see if I can get some work over here. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling, man? Beautiful day. Hope happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there, man. Hold up. What the fuck? How everybody doing? Hope y'all had a great day. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Valentine's, and everybody that's in the building rocking with me on Valentine's Day, man. Hey, I appreciate that too. You know what I mean? Good day for boxing. I missed the press conference today. Watching the pros and the amateurs. We was in the gym all day, man. Shout out to the Dwayne Haskins and Unheard Of, man, for coming through, supporting on the Under Armour tip. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man, that's supporting the podcast, the gym, and helping Coach bring his vision to life, man. Appreciate you. And anybody else, man, all you gotta do, hit me on a FaceTime. We pick your shit out, and then, you know what I mean, send it out to you. You know what I mean? If you can't make it, you're out of town, but you still want something, you know what I mean? Just let me know. You know what I mean? We work it out, and we get it done. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the support, man. Let's get the sponsors out the way. 5-time champ, 3 different weight divisions, the hard-hitting, devastating punching, Javante Tank Davis. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. You know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Under Armour, thanks for all you do for the gym and the community and the kids, man. EOE, education over everything. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotions, man. Shout out to KenichiBear.com. Make sure y'all use code TRP, get 15% off. Shout out to Damari No Slip, NOSLIHP Gallery.org, man. Use code RIZE, get 10% off, man. Shout out to Damari, man. Hey, he was having some fun in the gym today. You know what I mean? They was in there training him, Stacy Meir. You know what I mean? They was in there putting that work in today. So shout out to Damari, man. And make sure y'all go to MareKillerB.com, man. And show Mir some love. And don't forget the Rize podcast. I didn't get time. I had my laptop. I was ready. But I was in there watching them working, and I didn't get to it. So I'm gonna try to get. I'm telling you, man, ain't enough hours in the day. I'm gonna try to get some new stuff loaded up more in there. Come up with some new ideas. So just bear with me. Last but not least, man, all the fighters wearing it, coaches wearing it. Oh my gosh, I put it on yesterday. Just trying it on. That material feels so good on the sweatsuit tip. Look at that thick, smooth, good feeling, that sweatpants you put on, and you don't got no choice but to feel good. Shout out to Box Raw. What's going on, everybody? Hold on 1 second. Woo. Man. Miss Tanya Vandross Williams, how you doing? Miss Sherrod Whitley in the building. Ace, what it do? Warren Holly, Miss Lisa Smith, how you doing? C. Irvin and Wiz, Amando Rising, Cosmic Lando, Macho, Speedy, Dustin Edible, Stretched Out Boxing, Kevin King, BNN Boxing News, Cajun My Cajun Connection, William Old School, Andre Noble, Branson, Justin James, Musa, Scout Scrupulatory, Feel My Pressure. Welcome to the Rise Podcast. Traquan Stanley, Daryl Hopkins, Jamal Taylor, welcome to the Rize podcast. Dragon Assassins official, what's going on? Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, what's happening? Showtime the guy pass, what's going on? Cheryl Austin, Parker, what's going on? That's my guy Parker. I ain't seen him in a minute. What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling, man? Let's talk this boxing, man. Fred Mirror, what's going on? Give me 1 second. I gotta see something. This ain't right. 1 second. Twelve threes, what it do? I thought I seen Million Films. Fred Muir, what's going on? Yeah, man. So you know what I mean. I missed the press conference. My bad. I apologize, and I didn't get to get an update. We got out the gym late today. It was doing some work, and we got out of there late. Akilo Netta, what's going on, man? You still over there in Africa? Boxing Menu Podcast, what's going on? You still over there, Akilo? Matter of fact, I'm getting you mixed up. My bad. I got you mixed up with somebody else. My bad, Akilo. That's Hunter on a hunt over there in Africa right now. I think he's still over there. Timothy Stoudemire, what's going on, champ? How you feeling? So, I did see Aaron Roberts, what's going on? I did see Charlo posted that we getting Canelo versus Charlo on May 4th. But then I heard something that he said, no, we ain't. So I don't know what to believe at this point. Boxing Dad, what's going on? All we know is Canelo is said to be fighting an American fighter next. Who's that American fighter? We all think it's Jamal Charlo. He confirmed it today, but then they said he's backtracked. So who? I don't know. All funny video, man. They playing with me. Wendy Cine Assassin, what's going on? All funny. You know I played 27, 56, and 59.06. It come 59.05, and then it come 29.56. Man, they playing with me on it. I'm trying to bust that bitch wide open. Don Rickman, what's going on? How you feeling? Well, let me see something. I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. Let me see something. I'll look over here. Yeah, I think he spoke a little too fast, too soon. But I still think it might be Jamal Charlo. Unheard of. Hey, baby. I'm gonna send you that email in 1 minute. But we still gotta get the shipment straight. So I'm gonna go over there tomorrow. I'm gonna go over there tomorrow when I get to the gym, and I'll let you know what that is. What's that boxing game we used to have? Feel my pressure. Yeah, I do so too, Canelo. As a matter of fact, he was really supposed to be the opponent. Miss Joe Watt, happy Valentine's Day, baby. Mr. Moore, what it do? Yeah, me too. Me too, Tim. That's what I think it's gonna be. Scout, what's going on? How was your day today, Miss Joette? You had a good Valentine's Day? Yeah, come on, man. You know, let them know. Let them know I know how to put that shit together too. Want to hear it up? Make sure you tell them. Damn, that was fast. Damn. All right, y'all. Let me bring him in right. The only host I know that come to the show when he feel like it, if he feel like it. My pain in the ass, the thorn in my side. Y'all call him Coach Squeeze. I call him this motherfucker here. What's going on, champ? Glad you could join us, you know what I mean? Glad you found time in your so busy schedule, you know what I mean, to pop in on the Rize podcast. What's going on, man?
Yo, I was in this margin calling them. What up, family? Happy Valentine's Day. What's going on?
What's happening?
You already know, baby. Man, I tell you, man, you work every day, man, and work. Boy, I tell you. They won't give me the big one.
You see how they got me? You know I play 5906. They hit me with the 5905.
Bitch.
I can't get it, man. They won't let me get it. And I'm
damn, yo, they keep running that 5 and that 9, yo.
I keep trying to get it.
Man.
They won't let me bust it wide open. I bust it wide open. I'm going straight to Canada. See Miss Joette, you know what I mean?
Going back to Cali.
I'm going to Canada. She in Canada. I'm going straight to Canada. Me and Miss Joette, we going on I'm gonna give her the Valentine's Day treatment. You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
Go out on a nice dinner. We're gonna get a couples massage.
Damn.
I'm gonna put a little extra shea butter on her. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Butter out real nice and you know what I mean, shiny. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Nice little meal. You know what I mean? Might go get our feet and nails done. You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? After the massage, just you know what I mean. Sometimes you just need to be rubbed on. You know what I mean? Get us right, and then at the end of the night, you all ready. I done fed you now. I'm dessert now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out everybody in the chat, man.
Everybody.
Valentine's Day, man.
Everybody in the chizzy for Nizzy. What's going on? What's on your mind, champ?
Oh man, just enjoying the day, man.
Yo.
Junior said, "Daddy," because I had to leave. He said, "Daddy." I got his ass.
I seen it.
I'm dead ass serious, Miss Joette. That's where I'll be at on my flight to Canada to see you.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? I'm going screaming from the mountaintops. You know what I mean? I want the whole world to know how I feel about Miss Joette.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? I'm shooting from half court.
I love you.
No, see, right now you talking about that. I'm still like the shy lights.
Okay.
Tell me, have you seen her? I'm on the street and even at the picture show. You know what I mean? I'm still there.
See that?
I ain't even.
Oh, why did she have to leave? Go away. Go ahead, son.
I've been used to having someone no, and I'm lost.
Hey,
baby, I'm lost.
Ooh, ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. What you know about that?
Yeah, man, come on, man. Listen. Listen, man.
That's that home cooking there, boy.
I know how to, you know what I mean? I know how to get that thing. I know how to get that thing jump started, man.
Boy, that dang home cooking there, boy.
Yeah, I know how to turn on the water faucet.
That's your baby. That's that grown man stuff. Yeah.
Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. All right, gotta come up. Give it a few seconds and come on. There we go. Oh man, I ain't dropping that. Ralph 707. Thanks for the 5-piece McNugget. Cold Squeeze. It was motivating seeing you punch the heavy bag. What is your favorite heavy bag drill, Coach Squeeze? Appreciate that, man. I like once I warm up, I was just he did me some blue blood shit. He caught me in the beginning warming up, but as the rounds go on, Ralph, my thing is the jab. Working the jab, a nice jab, and moving around the bag, shooting the jab. The jab will get you out of trouble. You know what I mean? You know, I get in about 5 days a week. I'll be on the bag. I don't do nothing under probably I say about 6 rounds. I don't do nothing under 5 to 6 rounds. You know, just to stay in shape, man. You know what I mean? Get them moving. Then some of the kids, Ralph, I'll be letting them train with me. So it's all good. But that's my favorite drill is the jab, starting with the jab, moving around the bag, simulating a real boxing. Boxing ain't easy, man. That's why some days my butt be in here knocked out sleep. But I appreciate the support and the love, man. Yeah. I warm as the rounds go on. Plus, you gotta make sure you wrapping your hands up too, because you don't want to mess your wrists up. You definitely can mess your wrists up. Yeah. Appreciate you, Ralph. Appreciate the love, man. Definitely. Yeah.
Yo. Hit me with the. We talked about it, Lord. We're gonna get into the boxing.
Come on, champ.
There's some ladies in the building tonight, right? So I want you to run down like when you got a lady, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From give me a little rundown on when you want to give it that wow effect, how you start the day and how you end it on Valentine's Day.
How you say start the day?
How you start the day? Because everybody do. Somebody hit you with the home cooked breakfast. Somebody hit you with the wake up to the flowers breakfast in bed. Somebody wait till you get to work, send you the flowers or the fruit to the job. You know what I mean? How would you when you try and get that wow effect, how you pull it off?
Definitely like keep it simple and traditional. A nice the rum, you know, had a rum laid out with the rose pebbles up to the bed, the rose pebbles in a bubble bath early, you know,
I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta ask you the most important question. So if you're doing the rose petals and the bubble bath, right? You hear me?
Yeah.
What kind of candle you got lit? Or are you a candle man? I like candles. You a candle man? What kind of you got coming out the candle?
You gotta have the candles around the tub, right? The candles around the tub, have little music. Then when you know they come up out of there, have a nice nice terry cloth robe form, you know, a little music, had some fruit, form a nice breakfast on a tray, breakfast in bed, and then you know what I mean, you know, put the gear on, man, some silk or satin, you know what I mean, and like Marvin Gaye said, let's get it on.
What's up, Coach?
Ooh,
Man,
baby,
So look,
let's get it
around the
on.
tub, you put the tea light candles around the tea light candles around the tub. But you know when you get the big candle,
Yeah.
what kind of scent you like coming out the candle?
She know what I'm talking about. Come on, baby. Yeah, got to have the I like this the little strawberry off the candles. Yeah, little diamonds and pearls.
Shout out to my man Anthony Farr. He sent me $10. He sent $10. He said it's 10 for the flight to go see Miss Joette. Miss Joette, I'm on my way. I'm almost there. I'm
I
coming
know
to
that's
Canada.
right.
I'm coming to Canada.
damn shit, Canada?
Yeah, I'm going to Canada. You know what I mean?
That's the one from last night?
No. Oh, Coach, you talking too much, Coach.
No, because all of a sudden
Coach,
I know you all.
you making a spy high, Coach.
I ain't trying to make the spot hot.
I just messing with you.
No, since you said that word single, you've been jumping.
No, I just be, you know what I mean? I just be having a good time. You know what I mean? I shot my shot at her, though, but she blocked my shit like Shaq. She was like, all right now, Nick. Like, all right now. No, but you know what I mean? I just having fun, Coach. You know what I mean? We all on here together. You know what I mean? You gotta have some fun, Coach.
Bro, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Living your life, man, because you got one life.
That's it. That's why I'm going to Canada. I ain't never been to Canada. What better way than to go with Miss Joette? You know what I mean?
I sit back and think. 1 minute I was on the street, next minute I was gone.
I tell anybody, man, that's a sound of the door closed you never want to hear.
Tell I say hi, Showtime, the guy pass. Send my love to
that
her.
was Sugar Brown Mona. She just walked in the building. So you talked her right on up, Coach.
Yeah, that's what she was. That's her name, Sugar Brown.
Hey, my Pam Greer. You talk Sugar Brown Mona right on up.
Sugar Brown Mona. That's a good name.
Hey, and she said she don't disappoint.
Ooh,
she said she don't disappoint. You know what I mean?
That's heavy, yo.
Shout out to Dwayne Haskins. I gave you a shout out to Dwayne Haskins. Your package is on the way, champ.
Yeah, Dwayne, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. When you see that bus coming, yo, you're gonna be like, yo, I had a piece and a part of that. That's right. I can get Under Armour. I can get Under Armour to you if you want to. If you want to help us out, we ain't asking for nothing. We ain't asking for no handouts. We just asking you, look, we can get you anything you need. We got it.
Yeah.
I'm down there accessorizing, putting shit together, making it look good. I come upstairs.
Man, he hooked the brother up, man.
He got a little flavor to you.
Look, I was looking at. I was like, yo, I didn't know all this was there. Man, hey, yo, he hooked Slim up. Slim gonna be hollering back. I think we're gonna. It's senior name is Slash. All Access. What's some people that put your clothes on for you?
Or the stylist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he coming back Friday with his brother, Coach. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, we got cologne, we got perfume, we got all that stuff.
You got cologne, Coach?
Oh, there you go.
Tell him, senior. Put the picture up, man.
That's what, hey, Coach, you ain't even have to say it. You know what I'm going
to. Put it up, man. I'm gonna show you how we current it. See, you called me out.
Cosmic Lando, what it do? Thanks for the support.
You called me out, man. I had to really show you.
Thanks for the support, Cosmic Lando.
These are the type of moves I'm making.
Let me see. I gotta get the video.
Boy, Squeeze Hat gonna sit up on his head like, damn.
Hey, Keith, where my money at, nigga?
Damn. Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Thanks for the 2-piece McNugget. S-U-P.
He said, "Sup? Where my money at, yo? You owe me 500, yo. Where that paper at, yo?"
Hey, yo, Senior.
What's up, Chad?
The kids was out there on the punching bag, and I looked at Squeeze. I didn't know that was him. I was screaming at him like he was one of the kids.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He talking about he asked for my Zell. You ain't asked for my Zell.
That was crazy.
Yo, he looked like one of the kids over there with the sauna suit on.
Yo, that was funny, yo.
It was funny, man. I'm sorry, Coach.
My guy just doing the box. Here go. You can send it right here. Here go my Zell right here.
What's good?
What's up, Just? What's up, my
Just
guy?
do.
What's good? Squeeze, what's going on? Coach, salute.
Oh, what's up, man?
Salute. What's going on? Just do.
This
I'm
how we
back chop
coming.
it up with the fam. What's good with y'all?
This how we coming. This how Coach Calvin coming.
Show tonight.
This how Coach Calvin coming.
I ain't coming, Sing.
You see that? You see that? See, this is what I'm looking at right there. A little bit of everything in here.
Oh yeah, I got C Cal.
We got more than that.
See, that shit look like ice.
Yeah, I got C you Cal.
Yeah, I'm buying up everything, trying to get everything. I got to get to that bus, man.
You gonna get there?
Yo, I got to get to it, man. It's like what Tank said. Time is now. It's now. I got to get to it. I ain't asking for no handouts. I got
Sugar Brown Mona say which cologne you wearing now?
Oh, what the hell? See, Sugar Brown, I'm like this. I'm a variety guy. So I like to mix it up and make people like, damn, what the hell he got on?
Go ahead, Coach.
No, I just said what I said.
Hey, Squeeze.
Yeah.
Hey, Squeeze, you ever was trying to get a girl and you keep shooting, next thing you know, she trying to get your homeboy? She know what kind of cologne Coach Cal got on, man. I'm the one shooting my shot. What kind of cologne I got on is the question.
Dang.
Yo.
Man.
Yo, that was a good one. See, yo, she want to smell what I got on. Hey, she smelled what I got on. She was to say, man, I had a time last night.
Oh, damn, Coach. That's how you bringing it?
Hey, we having fun tonight. It's ladies' night.
What they call it, love day. It's love day.
Yeah.
You call it, bro, love day?
It's one of the ladies has said that earlier, so I just stole it from her.
Okay.
Hey, I don't know. Ladies look out for the guys.
For sure.
They look out for the guys. I see more guys shopping for their ladies. Man,
Cal,
hey,
you look like you had some top 10s on that table.
Yo, no, I got some top 50s on that table.
I see.
You definitely got some bangers on there.
Yeah.
Yo, and I got some shit people ain't never seen.
You got some bangers on there, definitely.
Yo, we got some $500 bottles.
Oh, I don't got no 500. That's
What you mean? Squeeze.
I ain't got no 500.
Squeeze.
Yeah, Coach.
The bottle might cost $500, but we don't sell it for $500.
Oh, all right, Coach.
Hey, Squeeze, you gotta treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You come on here every day talking. You work 12 jobs like a Jamaican, and you mean to tell me for you to feel good about yourself, you gonna buy you a nice bottle of cologne?
Yeah, hey, Squeeze. I bought $1,000 bottle of cologne. I was sick, but when I put it on with a suit, I feel like a different person.
Tell why you go with Booty. What's happening? You got this for you, Squeeze. This is what you work for.
Yeah. And when I put that cologne on, I just take one that's gonna last me for 5 years.
Dang.
Hey, she said She said she want one of them perfumes too. Hey, I heard of. If I pick out the perfume, I need to smell it on you because I gotta see how it compliments you. So if I pick the cologne, I gotta come to ATL and see how, you know what I mean, how you put that thing together. You know what I mean?
Damn. Talking that talk, huh?
I gotta see what your hug ass smell like. You know what I mean? When I get that hug, see, you know what I mean, what it make me feel like on the inside.
Yo, he talking that talk tonight. Squeeze, you know his voice changed when she came online.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, just on the cologne. We gonna get in the boxing, but I want it's Valentine.
Nah, it's all good. We vibing. We vibing. Hey, I'm here.
What's your go-to on the cologne tip?
Me, cologne. I wear oil, yo.
Oh, you like oil? What's your go-to on the oil?
I wear oil,
it's still a fragrant.
Man, I like China Musk. It's a few of them, man. I got crystal blue. It's a lot of them, bro. But I get the right ones though. You gotta get the ones that smell good, man. China Musk, crystal blue.
Hey,
a lot of
when
them.
I used to weigh oil, I weighed one kind. It was from overseas. My brother used to send it to me all the time, and it was Last More. That's it.
Right.
I wear one oil, best oil in the business, man. One oil I wear when I go to my oil, and when I put it on, it's man, Cal, you probably this thing right here, nice, Cal.
What's the name of it?
Huh?
I got that Creed. I got this gold bottle of Creed. That thing smells. Oh my gosh!
You say what's
Creed,
the name?
Yo, Creed got some stuff now. Good.
Yeah.
It's like they having a Senate battle right now.
Yeah.
Man, they got them flavors on the Creed tip.
Hell
on
yeah.
the Creed, it was something else. They
Creed, yo.
Yeah, Creed got a nice lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creed got a nice lineup. Somebody had Barack has a nice lineup too. Somebody else got they beef.
Creed hurting them.
Creed, Baccarat.
Yeah.
Baccarat.
Yeah. YSL got a couple flavors. I like that Tom Ford.
Tom Ford tobacco.
Yeah, Tom Ford got some flavors too.
Yo, I ain't had none of them, but they say it's good.
Yo, listen, man. I'm trying to, man. Listen, you get me in the cologne aisle, man. We might be there for a while.
Yeah.
I like to smell good, man. I like smelling like a French oil.
Yeah, man, it smell good. You gotta have that on.
That's when
we'll hit you with some Christian Dior.
Yeah.
Smelling good is a must.
And when you got that fresh kid on, you know what I mean, and say like you walk, you ready to walk past a couple females, and they all of them turn their neck. Oh, what that is? I don't even remember what I put on this morning, babe. This is everyday thing, you know what I mean? And keep it moving. You won't get this for you, man. You better tell me.
Yo, I had this. I went to the store. I was in the little tavern, so I played my numbers, went up to the machine. This lady turned around. She said, "Excuse me, I hate to be rude, but what the hell do you got on?"
Yeah.
Right with her husband sitting beside her. And I was like, I say, Christian Dior by Savage, Johnny Depp, the Elixir. And he was like, "So what you saying? I gotta get some of that." He wasn't mad or nothing, but I was like, "Damn, she did a 360."
I ain't get to that bar number 9, Black Boxing Kings. As soon as I walked in the barbershop, the nigga just sold the last 3 bottles, so I ain't get to that bar number 9 yet. But they got a bunch of flavors on the bar number 9 too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Just D said, "I wish a female would turn around and ask Just D what he got on."
You don't want to be at work. That's how they be coming. You walk by, damn, what you got on?
Yeah, that's a compliment, Miss Just D. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You got to smell.
Yeah. That Elixir, man, by Savage, man.
I still don't know which one I got. I was trying.
It don't let me down,
I
yo.
don't know if it's elixir or not.
Yo, both of them I like. You can't go wrong with both, but I think I got the most compliments with the elixir. That elixir, man, and the longevity it'll last all day.
I keep hearing about that Invictus all things. I think I did smell it though. I think I was in Macy's and I smelled it because they got a silver bottle, then they got a brown one, if I ain't mistaken. But the bottle hard though looked like a little bomb or something. I know what you're talking about. Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Brother Branson, thanks for the color in the chat. When Tank getting back in the ring, man.
He don't want to hear shit about no Cologne. He want to know when the champ back in the ring.
Kicked. Soon.
What they say, must see TV, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's go over. Let me go over the boxing, man, because they're getting fed up with us talking about that. I'm trying to help some of y'all out because you know what I mean? The thing is, like some people don't know. You know what I mean? Like what Cologne to get or what, you know what I mean? What might, you know what I mean? So having these type of conversations helping somebody out. At least I hope it is.
Hey, Caroline by Bad Boy.
Carolina Herrera.
There you go. I couldn't get the Herrera out.
Well, I got you, coach. You know what I mean?
Wait, boy, you know your goddamn sense, boy.
Man, your sense, boy. I ain't never heard of that.
Oh boy, the bottle's so slick.
That's another one.
It'll make you look slick.
That's another one.
I ain't never heard of that.
Hey, that's another one right there.
Yeah. See, that type of stuff will get you in trouble.
She already, Miss Just Do already said, no, a woman break her neck. It's time to throw hands. Damn that.
Yeah, that type of stuff to get in trouble. That type of stuff, like you put it on, like where you going at?
Yeah.
Yo. I'm trying to think which one it was. I had put a cologne on this back like a while ago. You know what I mean? I put a cologne on. Oh, that Versace Euros. She's like, oh fuck no. What the fuck you going out smelling like that? Heck nah. It's a wrap for you tonight, buddy. Nah, you ain't going nowhere with that one on. No, sir.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Man, it's a fresh. No, that one smelled too good. You ain't going out of here like that.
Don't let me find out. A stylist, a fragrancer.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Squeeze.
Yeah, cool.
He got some trays up under his belt.
No,
coach.
I just be chilling. You know what I mean? I like to be in the cut. You know, I don't like the light. I like to be in the back.
When people know stuff like that, they ain't chilling in the cut.
No, man, that's just I don't like being like this is a big jump for me being on a podcast. I like chilling in the back. You know what I mean?
Well, I remember them days.
You know what I mean?
No, Squeeze. He's coming out. Wait, after 24, we ain't gonna know him in a minute.
Yeah.
Look, you know that Euros is crazy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that Versace Euros, I gotta get some more of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I want to tap into the different ones like the Baccarat and the Jimmy Choo. I ain't tried near one of them yet. The Valentino. I be seeing like a couple of the ladies come on, got a channel, and they be talking about the panty droppers.
The Euros, one of them.
Yeah, the panties droppers. Yeah. Women love a man that smell good, man.
No, he just put me on with something I ain't never heard. He said Killian Apple Martini. I ain't never heard of that.
You got on some cologne, they want to smell you. You know you got on something jumping.
Yeah, definitely.
This motherfucker looking like it might be something right here. I might have to check it out. It's called Killian. I might have to check that one out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you know.
Prada. Somebody say Prada Carbon. Yeah, Prada nice too. I got some Prada. I got to get some more of that.
We got some of that too. We got some of that too.
I got this silver bottle of Prada. That shit smell good as shit, but I don't even know where it's at now that I'm thinking about it.
Squeeze stole this from you when you set it down.
Hey, Squeeze, let me tell you. But look, let me tell you what to do though, Squeeze. You gotta get the sage, the Dove for men, the sage body wash. And you put that on before you know what I mean? You put that on before you like, and that shit bring everything together. That shit smell, oh my gosh.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. He said, I completed many missions when at Dior.
Body wash now.
I'm just saying, like, because you know what I mean? Like, you got to smell fresh and clean. You put that sage Dove on, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, they smell you all the way down.
For the win.
Yeah. But let's get in this boxing, man. That's enough. We didn't give him enough. What's going on, Just? They talking about. I seen Charlo posted. You know what I mean? Canelo May 4th. Right. Then he backtracked. I ain't in negotiations. Did he speak too fast? Did he expose too much? Because I think we still gonna get that. That's the fight we're gonna end up getting.
I think he being honest about not being in no talks. I think what he posted, see, I really be paying attention. What he posted on his story was a repost of something somebody else had. So when I see that, that's not necessarily confirming it to me. You just, you know, the idea is out there and you just letting people know you see it too. But I mean, I'm hearing that it's pointing, is leading towards him. I hear Munguia off the table, and I do hear Charlo's a possible, you know, next opponent for him, which I don't really want to see. Don't want to see it.
You don't want to see Charlo?
It's just under these circumstances. Like, look at the way he gave us the fights. He just catching people. I mean, you got to stay on top of your game, but he catching them at the worst points. You drag one from 2 weight classes down. Now you about to catch one where he just, you know, he been going through it a little bit. And like from some stuff that I hear about him, like the last place I want to see him is in the ring with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
I've been like that in boxing since the end of time.
Right, man. I mean, look, let me say this, man. Charlo, ain't like he can't hold his own, but you get what I'm saying? I like to see people at the top of their game, like Jose Benavidez. From him, just think about the competition jump from Jose Benavidez to Canelo. You get what I'm saying? And you coming off a lot of inactivity. Think you just need another fight or so. But look, if that's what we got to get, listen, I support Charlo. I support boxing. I rock with Canelo. I just want to see him fight people at 68. I don't think that's asking for too much. Preferably Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the holdup is with that. I really don't.
I think that's the fight I really want to see, Canelo
Benavidez. It's like, you know, man, I think that style matchup is a problem for him, maybe.
I don't want to see. I ain't really pressed for that fight.
Why not though?
I ain't really. I want David Morel and Benavidez.
Benavidez. He giving Morel the same energy that Canelo giving him. It's like
Morel been calling yo
fight him, but his pops be double dutching. Like I seen his father call Morel out one time, and then kind of now he's saying his name ain't big enough.
Man, they kill me with that, man. Yeah, well, if his name ain't big enough, go eat him. Get him out of there.
I've been saying that.
Go eat him.
Look up and down David Benavidez's resume and tell me who you comfortably got beating David Morel that he fought like right now, currently. That's how I look at that.
That's a good way to look at it. That's the only way to look at it.
Dude done had a version of a title since like his third fight.
Yeah.
It's hard to say he ain't ready. I know the number of fights ain't there, but I think he got some quality on his resume if you look at it. Morel do. So I want to see it.
I you know, like I say, man, I definitely want I want that the Canelo Benavidez thing. It's just too dragged out. When stuff dragged out like that, it just make me lose interest in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
that's still one. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I
got a headache. All these narratives, all these spins, man. Just get in the daggone ring, man. Make it happen. It just get on my nerves.
Yeah, I blame a little bit of this on Suleiman. He should have been forced his man hand, or at least forced him to vacate. How many times we gonna allow the dude to get a 168-pound title defense, not fighting 68 pounders? It's crazy to me. He just got an official title defense fighting a career 54 pounder, and it's frustrating to watch. Like, I don't want to see him do stuff like that.
Yeah. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. She loving the my high. Thanks for the 2-piece McNugget. I'm with you on that Squeeze, and my money on Morel. Yeah, what's going on, Lord Tank Gang? Yeah, man. Morel, I get it. You bagging for Canelo. It's the big money fight. I get it. You know what I mean? I understand it. I get it. But Morel calling you out. Morel a big name. He ain't big like Canelo, but still, this like fighting him could open the door up even more and demand that fight even more. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. You don't want Canelo to pass the torch to David. Come on, Uncle Squeeze. Nah, that's your narrative. That's your perspective. You can't speak for me, young man. You can't speak for me, champ. I just said, if you're listening, I'm tired of the drag out of it. I'm tired of the drag out of it. I would have rather seen Canelo and Benavidez 3 years ago. That's when I would have liked to seen it. How long Canelo been in the game?
He was 15.
You get what I'm saying?
I think that's part of the holdup on that fight. I think that mileage.
You get what I'm saying?
Knowledge.
Why not that fresh young line like you, fresh young? Get the people what they want to see, and they want Morel and Benavidez. Oh, they don't want to see you fighting an old Canelo.
I get it. I mean, both of them fights it do me just fine. I'm cool with it either way because Canelo will finally be standing on business, fight Benavidez and get him out. If he can't beat you, I just don't understand why you don't fight him and get him off your back. You'll never have. I promise I won't. As a fight fan, you dust him off once, I won't ask for it again, unless it's that good. But you know what I'm saying? I just do it one time, man. Fight the man, get it over with.
Yeah,
fight makes sense. That's the only fight that makes sense for him.
What's the life expectancy on a running back in the NFL?
Like 5 to 6 years,
something like that.
Yeah, like 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, and he been in the game 20. It's just me, man. I want to see something young and hungry like you. When these fights going to happen? Floyd fought Pacquiao 5 years later.
Right.
People be real. Richie Baby, keep it 100, man. Keep it 100, man.
I mean, if you look at it though, at the same token, it don't look like Benavidez is getting Canelo next, right? So at the same time, what is he gonna do? We know what Canelo gonna do, what he want to do, like he been doing. But what is Benavidez gonna do in the meantime? Who you gonna fight? Who else makes sense? Like, you're not gonna get the fight you deserve. Obviously, it's Canelo. He's not gonna fight you right now. Next man up. Morel make perfect sense to me. I mean, I would like to fight more than that Christian and Billy guy that you know his father been talking about.
I'm thinking that it's high risk, low reward. Which with the Morel fight.
Yeah, that's how they trying to frame it.
Can you agree that the only reason why a fighter would be bagging the fighter if he know he has a 95% chance of beating them?
The way
when they're bagging for the fight.
Way Morel is confident, yeah. Like, I done spoke to my bro that done spoke to Morel personally. You know, his English ain't the best. He feel like Benavidez don't have the feet. He just not good enough. He like that throwing a bunch of punches stuff. That's just not enough for him. He's very confident that he could beat him. Very confident. With 10 fights, he feel like he could beat him.
Yeah, I mean, they call him the Mexican monster.
Let it go, Squeeze. Let it go.
Hey, yo, I can flip this script on y'all, right?
They
I can flip the script on y'all with the
they
conversation.
call him the Mexican monster, but his style, like when you ain't fought nobody, that it's levels to it. When you fight somebody that's sharp, got good defense, great counter puncher, and can box, can move, can hit you enough to hurt you. You know what I mean? I ain't seeing them in front of that.
So let me ask y'all this question. So because a fighter thinks 95% they could beat another fighter, does that mean that they could beat the other fighter?
No, not necessarily, but I get where he's going with it. I think he feel like he sees something.
I gotta be devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I gotta be devil's advocate because you know we got. I gotta do it. You got Devin Haney calling out Tank, like Devin Haney think he could beat Tank. And you got people that believe him that he can beat Tank, but I don't see it.
I keep telling you them fights gonna happen, man. It's all in timing, man. Y'all don't get what's going on, man.
Devin Haney ain't calling out no Tank, man. That's his father.
Yeah.
His father ain't taking no damn punches. He ain't gonna get hit by Tank. Now Tank might knock him in his arms. You know what I mean? I hope he's sitting front row, because that's where he's gonna land up in his arms.
Y'all not getting in there. Them two, Devin Haney and Shakur. I mean, Devin Haney and what's their history in the amateur. It sells, right? Then you gotta look at what's gonna happen when one of them two. They stock's gonna go up. If Devin can beat Garcia, his stock is gonna go up.
But Coach Cal,
I'm not
keep it a buck, man. How many people tanked and put in the front row under the ropes, man? Let's keep it a buck, man.
I've been looking at some old footage.
How many people that wind up under the rope, go out of the ring, and they got to hold them from falling out of the ring?
A lot.
Come on, man. Them guys, man, they really don't want that, man. They don't want that.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said, for Morel, it's like telling Tank to fight Keyshawn Davis. Appreciate you, champ.
That's a good one.
I look at it like Morel could do a lot of what Caleb Plant was doing without getting tired. Style's still a bit different, but that's the difference. That's why I want to see it. All the stuff Squeeze was just mentioning, somebody that could box, move, defense, offense, the full package, he could do that, but he got a gas tank to go with it. The last two people that Benavidez fought, they came in with a quarter tank missing.
Yeah,
but it's like high risk, no reward.
For him, that's how he feels.
I said that, Coach.
I mean, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's in business, whichever you're doing. You'll look at it like that's a high risk. We ain't gonna get nothing out of it. You gonna take that chance?
And he is close to Canelo. I feel like that's why I feel like I don't think he's scared, but I think he feel like he's still close to Canelo, and that's a risk. He might not.
Back in the day, they did. Back in the day, they wasn't worrying about no high risk, low reward. They fought.
No, because they was trying to make the path. That's just like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King paving the way for us. They wait for the sport.
You got to take this into consideration, Squeeze, and this is the most important part. Back in the day, it was no negotiations. It was here go the bag, and this who you fighting.
Yeah, I heard. My man from Top Rank,
his father.
No, the old man used to sit there and say, man, I don't know how in the hell Don used to get these goddamn jokers to fight. They won't fight for me. Because Don did like this. Only in America. He shows you that bag.
So all this negotiation shit ain't happening that we privy to. You know what I mean? And now it helped the fighters because Floyd showed them how to see the other side of that contract and like the money that the promoter was really making off them. So now it's different because everybody trying to get the most they can get. When back in the day, that option wasn't available. Right. It was equal your money, this who you fighting, point blank period.
They didn't know the way. They had to do that. Yes, some.
Yeah, pretty much. You heard what my man said. Back in the day, they were slaves. Now we gotta refer to them as yes, sir. Oh man, like this. So you know what I mean. You to an extent, you can't fault the fighters, but so much.
Yeah, for trying to learn their business.
Wait a minute. Even building a young fighter, if they know that young fighter can fight, they gonna say, "Nah, y'all gotta pay me."
Hey. It's different now, all across the board.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? As soft as the world getting, don't nobody really want to risk their top fighter because they don't want to fuck up their bag. So it's not just the fighters, it's the promoters too. They don't really want to throw their prize horse out there.
100%.
Everybody don't know how much money went into a fighter to get him where he at. Unless that reward is big, and it's a gamble. I remember Rock Newman, and Riddick Bowe took a chance in the heavyweight, put everything on the line, and he showed up.
Right.
That's always the case, though, in sports, period.
Right.
That's always the case. Will they show up? Are they who they say they are? Can they fight the elite fighters? Are they who we see they are? Like they might be beating subpar competition, and then everybody riding the wave, and then they fall off the surfboard into the water, and the sharks eat their ass up. Now you got that Margitty that he say who he is, and he is what he say he is, and when he riding that big wave, the higher the wave get, the better he perform. Never fall off the surfing board. They say sharks in the water. He say where they at. I don't see none. He said, I'm the biggest shark in the damn water. They better watch out for me.
So let me ask you this question. So who you saying fell out the surfboard?
The make pretenders.
Why I just see that?
Hey, the make pretenders. The make pretenders.
I mean, give me a couple names. Who fell out the surfboard?
I don't got to call those their names. They know who they are. But I can tell you one thing. I know somebody that ain't falling off the surfboard because it's you could be what people fail to realize. You could be trained to be a good fighter, but you gotta be born with God-given talent. And some people, when I see the way they navigate in the ring, they in their natural habitat. And it shows in their response of what's coming at them. And when you see GTD, they'll be yelling, yeah, he touching tank. And the next thing you know, they land on their ass every time. So come on, man. I need to see more of that.
Hey, Just, excuse me, Squeeze. Hey, Just, let me ask you this question, right?
What's up?
If every time, right? If every time you mention a fighter name, right? And unanimously, and sometimes you ain't even got to mention them. Coach Calvin was on the phone call the other day. We was talking about something. He was talking about something totally different. You know what the man did? He stopped him right in his track. Said, "Man, you know your youngin ain't even showed you everything he got in that bag." So this is a conversation that you hear from random people, strangers, people that have been in the game, but they knew him since he was in the amateurs. At some point, you got to believe that somebody somewhere is telling the truth if they all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And unanimously, all of them say you haven't even seen the best of Gervonta Davis yet.
Yeah, maybe once or twice it might be a coincidence. 3 times or better, that's mad, bro. Everybody not lying.
Listen, this is like a lot of times, way more than 10. You hear the same thing. He ain't even put on yet. You know what I mean? He's still just fucking around. He ain't even put on yet. You know what I mean?
Hitchens just said it too. Hitchens just recently said it.
Every time,
I don't know if you seen the interview Truck did. Truck was like,
Truck
y'all ain't even seen the best of him yet. He ain't even been in his band yet.
Every time Tank get in the ring, you seeing his best. Because you gotta understand, Tank shorter than most of the opponents. He not the biggest than most of his opponents. He don't have the long arms like most of his opponents. And when I do the after fight interviews, Tank always tell me I have to take my time and see things because I don't want to take nothing unnecessary that I don't need to be taken. And when he tells me that, I know what he's saying. And it's called loading the data. When he's downloading the data, I see it. And when I see it, I say, oh, he can get him out of here. Tank patience is impeccable. Because he can have you, Tank can have you thinking you got him. That's what Tank play mind games too. And slipping, he moving like he's in so much danger. And then kabooey, you land on your ass. And it take you a while before you get your shit together. Anybody he catch, they do not heal right after the fight. He hitting you with something different, man. He hitting you with something. You ain't out thinking no Tank, man. You not out thinking them.
Right.
You not out thinking them, yo. He love what he do. It's a difference when you doing what you had to do and you doing what you love to do.
Right.
It's different performances you get out of your fighter. And the fights are won in the gym. In the gym. And the gym, man. Preparation and pushing yourself to the levels, man. Pushing yourself. And I ain't gonna call no names, but I hear these guys are switching trainers from trainers. They doing it because they not wanting to be pushed and trained like they supposed to. When somebody hold them accountable, they jump to another trainer. They jump to another trainer. Not Tank.
That's going to show up in the fight.
I've been in camp with Tank so many times and in the amateurs. The more Calvin and Kenny pushing Russ, Tank like, okay, that's all you niggas got. So it's the animal in you, or it ain't in this combat sports. It's in you or it ain't. And then he give you the triple somersault with no hands off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, that's wild.
Sport Talk, appreciate the support. He said,
if that ain't athleticism, that's self-taught. I was watching gymnastics this weekend and seeing some of those flips Tank do off the top ropes in gymnastics. Stop playing, man.
He was doing that shit. Squeak. He was doing that shit since he was an amateur, man.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. In the middle of the ring,
that's why I keep telling people they ain't seen the best of them yet. I ain't seen no about him yet.
Tank would do a flip while the ref got his hand in the air.
Damn, you right, please.
And I like, did that nigga just do a A whole back was flipped, no hands, no handed. How the fuck he do that?
Complete athlete. Complete athlete.
These dudes, man, like I say, line them up. Let's Tank. Let's go out 200 million the next 3 fights. Let's cash out Tank 200 million for his next 3 fights. That's what Shorty doing. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Vitamin C, thanks for the color in the chat. Abdul Wahid and Canelo moving the same way. No smoke. Hey, you're entitled to your own opinion, Vitamin C. But like I tell y'all all the time, man, I got Tank in the dark alley. I'm gonna walk down the dark alley with Tank, or I'm walking down the dark alley with Shakur, or I'm walking down the dark alley with Devin. I'm picking Tank, and I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
I'm just getting it to you like that. Y'all can say, oh, y'all was saying Bud was ducking Earl for the longest. Ain't nobody ducking nobody, man. Ducking for what?
Hey, Squeeze, I can say this though. If you go down that dark alley with Shakur, you still gonna be good.
What, to get robbed?
No, he gonna run back and go get the people as fast as possible. So you still gonna be good. You know what I mean?
Oh, you shoot shots at my boy.
Yeah, I got that.
You know I gotta mess with you. You gotta mess with you, Jeff.
Hey, you have to get this life. You have to get this life for that one, yo. Troll life for that one, yo.
You know he gonna run back, go get the people, man. You good.
Man, he be
man.
back.
But I want to see these guys active, man.
He say he coming back in June, though. You know what I mean? I just hope he come back versus a good opponent to where, though, you know what I mean? It's go time. Man. Start smashing shit. I just want just show me that last one was a one-off. That's it.
Top rank special, man. Nah, they about to play it. That one last fight is gonna probably be somebody that you know you don't really want to see.
Yeah, man. It's...
Yeah, you know what a possible opponent was, right? If he'd have had one on Thursday. That's what I told you, but that was a big if because he wasn't coming up out of that. And that should tell you a little bit of like what the mentality is when it comes to giving him that last fight. Pedraza, they would have did the same thing Keyshawn did to him. Beat his ass up surgically. He just beat him up. Would have been a waste.
No, I just see that's why I'm saying like performances matter. And you know, I know we beating a dead horse, but I think me myself, I think Shakur might have been next for Tank if you know what I mean. If he ain't waste the big stage. That's just my opinion.
I just hope because that time is still here. I feel like I look at it different. Like a bad performance is what it is, right? But you look at how many people he'll beat with that bad performance, bro. And it's just it's not a lot of names that would make more sense.
You gotta look at the timing of it, though. You know what I mean? Like that's like a quarterback having a bad year going into his free agent year. You see what I'm saying?
And he gonna get the deal that he's supposed to get for having.
I'll tell you what, shit, from his team, if it's coming from the side of his team, they better be happy he got in there like that. Because you let people tell he wasn't even supposed to be in the ring. You could go in there and pull that off on an off night. It's just a level of respect. I'm gonna keep saying that I have for that. The worst night of your life, you still pull it off. I gotta call it what it is. It wasn't exciting at all, but I get it. And for him to admit it and come out and say he bluffed him, he bluffed his way through a fight. That's what he did. There's a lot of standing there looking, feints, no shots. It was a lot going on, but it wasn't a lot of punching.
Well, you saying that he bluffed everybody then?
Nah, I think that fight right there he did. I mean, if you look at the fights before this one, like the last 4 or 5, he fought those dudes mostly in the pocket. You know what I mean? Just standing right in the pocket with these dudes.
I beg the difference because that fighter was a different type of fighter. That fighter supposed to show them they can handle fighters that got that to extraordinary power. You know what I'm saying?
He had power. I feel like I look at it like this: had he landed something of note that would put something on his mind, I would credit the way he fought more because he was a power puncher. But the fact that he was unable to land any significant shot, that at no point in the fight that he get hit, and I'm like, oh, he can't get hit like that again. It just never presented itself. So for me, I think it's some of both. I think De Los Santos was a little more craftier than people expected. For me, from the outside looking in, he was a little faster than I thought. I like the way he approached his fight. He showed that he can handle himself in there by not getting embarrassed. But again, 100% Shakur, I think it's a different outcome. That's just me, because I never seen him be that inactive, and I would have to attribute it to the injury. I never seen you do it before. You got a whole body of work with 20 fights where I've never seen you do that before. So I can't just look at one fight and be like, that's because of the power.
I would give you that. I would give you that. So that's why I would say rematch that fight.
Rematch. I mean, look, for me, fight fan wise, I'm not against it, but do you really think they're gonna go down that route again? I wouldn't mind it just to shut up some people. I get it, but
I'm sitting there saying if that was my worst performance, right. I even say that. And it wasn't Tank worst performance, because that's the time you seen Tank really box people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Sold and blacklisted from.
And he still had to fight the guy off. If you watch that fight, he still had to fight the guy off, and he was seriously hurt.
Mm-hmm. I think it's temperament, man. I think it's temperament, man. I think just him knowing better, man. I think he knew you take the wrong risk could be your ass on the worst night. Like, I think he just knew that, and I know a lot of people critique you.
That's with any fight, when you're in a good position or bad. That's boxing.
Right, but I think, just obviously knowing you ain't good, like you just know it, like you ain't. I can't expect you to perform how you typically do if you just not all there. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to critique the performance for what it is and say, like, that just wasn't a good offensive performance. But it's still defensively. Think about it. How many people going to get through 12 rounds and get hit 40 times?
But you gotta look at it. Took 5 years for the Pacquiao and Floyd fight that happened. And what happened? Pacquiao said his shoulder was messed up.
Yep.
I'm sick of hearing this. You had 5 years to prep for this fight. 365 days in a year. And within those 5 years, that night, 5 years later, you was hurt on a night you ain't supposed to be. It just makes me sick to the stomach.
I think the difference with him,
saying
remember, he was Mr. Salt Water. Ain't that the dude that said he got healed by salt water? Like, his story was bogus. Like, I physically seen an MRI with a dude, and it turned out he had more than one injury. So it's like, for me, if I see that, you got certain levels. Some guys could push a lot harder through them moments. That's just what it is. That's how I see it. Some are able to bite down and really go for it. And then some, he's going to play it a little bit more safe. And I think that's just what he did. I think that's just what it was.
I some things I give you marks on, but some things, because fighters, a lot of them go into a fight injured because they want to fight.
Right. I think that's what that was.
And I get, that's why I say what you're saying, you're 100% right on. But then sometimes they say, yo, you in the fight, and look at it, I'm retiring. When you listen to some people, when they talk, I'm retiring, I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, man, that's part of the game, or part of the situation you in. You know what I'm saying? You just got to just fight through it,
Oh, for sure. I have 100%.
Then you got to look at with the company, how they thinking.
Right.
They the one putting the money up. Damn, what type of fight we're going to put them in the next time?
Right.
Because you sit there and you let's put yourself, you're in control of that fighter, and you got to put your money up. How would you feel about that performance?
How would I feel about that performance? I call it exactly what it is. For that night, that's not up to standard. That's not his best. So you acknowledge it, you highlight it, but I don't reduce his career to one bad performance when he got a body of work.
I'm telling you to reduce.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you look at it.
I'm talking about on the business side, the money that you put up. would you take that chance again and believe in him?
Absolutely. Because he didn't lose. Absolutely. You got to think that's on your worst night you did that. We see what your best look like. That's your worst night. So if you ready to throw a guy away after one bad performance, what does that really say? Are you really behind him?
You can't throw him because he got the name. You know what I'm saying? That's why they gave him the belt. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why they did everything. I'm not Shakur performance wasn't the only performance like that in the situation. That's like Teofimo. He was trying to take the fight to the guy. And the guy just kept moving.
Right.
He was taking the fight. That's like when they said that, Boots, he's been such the guy fought that way. That's just like you got a guy that's fighting and he fighting scared the whole night. Ain't trying to fight you.
Right. Yeah, you think Ortiz fought scared?
No, I'm not saying that. That was his strategy
to
not. Yeah, that's the same way when Boots was fighting the guy. He didn't stand in front of Boots. He kept it moving. Yeah, he kept it moving. So when you look at performance like that, that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we talking about trying to get your guy. When I'm not looking at the fight, I'm looking at the production and everything. When you look at each fighter and they building the fighter, they put them on the platform where that world want to see them to get them numbers so they can go at the bigger fight that they're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, it's about that big fight.
For sure. I just look at it like this. It's simple. It's like, do you really believe in your product?
Now I got to come
believe
back.
That was a one-off, or do you believe that that's who he is? That's what it comes down to me. You get what I'm saying?
That's the question. That's the question of their team and their company that they're dealing with. Because you got to remember the money that they put up for it, man. That situation, man, they get all stops, man. They had the racing car was
right.
They had everything. I was like, yo, that's a beautiful platform with them.
Right.
Had Floyd there, had Terrence there, had Ward there. That was his night.
Mm-hmm. I just look at it like, it's underwhelming, right? I can't stress that enough. But I'm gonna look at the body of work, and I'm gonna look at that as an isolated incident because the full body of work tells me that I've never seen that before. I've seen you consistently
up. I'm gonna take you another place.
Coach.
You went out.
Go.
Then he popped out.
When I seen Spence fight, I said the same thing. What the world wrong with Spence? Because Terrence Crawford made it look like Spence wasn't never on that level.
Right.
He wasn't on Bud level.
Watch your mouth, yo. Watch your mouth, yo.
What I'm trying to say on all fights. I'm looking at all the fighters that's named guys. Get what I'm saying? That was supposed to be the fight of our century.
You missing what I'm saying. You missing the point. What I'm saying. Listen, what I've been saying for the longest, I've been saying that
I've been listening to you for the longest. I got what you're saying. You gonna will come up. I got that part. But everybody was looking for.
He never was on Bud level. He never was on there. He never gave me nothing. Like I said, that what I would have to worry about with Bud. And I was trying to get everybody to convert, and they the ones they did convert, they got left off of Noah's Ark. You know what I mean? When the torrential floods came, I bagged them. I bagged them.
Squeeze, you had the right guy, you was the right person at the right time. But if that fight would have been a little bit different, what everybody thought it was going to be, and Bud would have it would have been like, yo, that was a good goddamn fight. It was one-sided.
It was. I'm not saying it wasn't. It was
one-sided. I'm telling
Smoothie
you.
King. Let me get this out. Been up for a while. Right back at you. With another one. Vitamin C. Thanks for the 2-piece McNugget. Coach, have y'all ever sent the term sheet to Shakur? AH Money, you say Boots a retired Bud. That's your opinion, champ. Love you to death. Y'all think y'all say things ain't gonna rattle me. y'all ain't gonna rattle me. I already know what Bud. I'm behind Bud 1,000%. And I like Boots. I'm a Boots fan too. That's one of those ones I would just like to sit back and watch, because Boots is athletic, he quick, he's strong, he crafty, he's smart. That's one of those fights where you gonna see the best of both of those guys if they want to get their hands raised.
Right.
If they want to get their hands raised, because Boots athletic too. Boots remind me of a Bud Crawford a little bit.
That athleticism.
That athleticism, man. Able to switch hands. Man, can you imagine that? Them boys gonna be switching in there. They gonna be switch hitting in there.
Yeah. Experience versus youth right there.
Miss Just Do, how you doing, Queen? She say, just like I'm behind Keyshawn. Feel you, Coach Squeeze. See, she know. The missus know I'm a Keyshawn Davis fan too.
I'm an advocate for him too, man. I try to tell him. I think
man, I keep saying. Focus.
Like how Senior was just saying, when people keep saying something about you, it got to be true. I hear a lot of good things about
Keyshawn. A focused Keyshawn is a dangerous Keyshawn.
I think he need to build off that win he just got. I think that's a good look. That's a good building block.
All he need to do is keep his nose clean outside of the ring.
Hey, like I just said, they put him on a platform. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Now he can move forward to the next round.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, though? I've seen fights where that kid is dominated and still don't get the credit. It's like when it's bad, they super loud. When you good, it's like, he was supposed to do that. He should have got him out of there sooner. It's like, man, I've been hearing Keyshawn ain't been fighting nobody since 5-0, bro. 5-0? Like, get that man a break.
Dude, you do one thing bad, that's all they're gonna talk about.
Man, they be like, man. But I get it though, man. It's like, some people just tough critics, but I'm just more realistic. Don't make a bad habit out of a bad performance. You get what I'm saying? If I see a pattern, then you know what it is. But if I see,
let me get this chat out the way. Let me get these chats. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Jalen James, thanks for the 2-piece McNugget. Bud beats Canelo. Got another one saying you. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Vitamin C, thanks for the color in the chat. Squeeze, I'm paying my money. Please let Coach answer. Answer what? Ain't we?
Oh, about that?
The contract.
I can't say anything about that yet. That's why I didn't say nothing. I'm gonna talk to anybody about things. You know what I'm saying?
They be trying to trick it out of Coach.
But they ain't gonna get it.
They like, nah, you got something, man. What you got for us, man?
They know if I got something for them, I'm gonna give it to them. But I don't want to mess up my status of where I'm at on information.
I just respect not misleading the people. Like I can respect not saying nothing and just giving somebody hopes up, and then it's like you've seen people do it in the past. They tell you something and that ain't coming up. I ain't saying you do that. I know people waiting on it.
Sometimes negotiations they could be swerving into that fight, but a better deal might be coming for us money wise. You know what I'm saying? See, everybody want to see the fight, but they don't understand how the fight is being put together.
Right.
They don't care. They ain't putting no money up. They just want.
They just want to see the fight.
So when people ain't making a situation happen, I don't need to listen to it. Because at the end of the day, when somebody said they say, "Yo, I ain't get paid," it's a problem.
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. Damn, man. It's a shame. It's a shame.
He can't get it out.
It's a shame that this stuff can't. The fights, the behind the scenes, the marketing, blah, 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 blah. I wish that all of it was right so we could see these fights. Because it's just making boxing look bad. It's making it look bad, man. the big names, the mega fights.
Yo.
You know, we
Again.
want them. We want to see them, and the way the format is, the money, he ain't marketable. He ain't bringing nothing to the table.
No, a lot of that stuff is just words when they say he ain't marketable. It's just the money that's being put up before the fight is made. See, when you got to spend money on getting something, you're gonna be careful how you spend your money,
Right.
because you don't want to lose your money. You can lose your shirt behind that shit, and then when you got to go pay your bills, damn. I did that show over there, and we didn't make it, and I had to make sure everybody was good. But you can't pay your bills.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I said I wish that all of that stuff lined up like it should.
It could, but you got to look at today's market. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, man, I'll wait till it come out, or I'll watch it on YouTube. They don't want to spend the money unless it's something that a person want to see.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, man, I can see some stuff this year. But I'm going to get on up out of here. I got to get up big day tomorrow, man. Right. Got to go get them little crumbs.
See how you say, I got to go get them crumbs. Everybody got to go get some crumbs to make their
Bunch of little crumbs add up to a big
but
pie,
I can't pick and choose. I got to go get what I can. You know what I mean? I can't hold out.
You can't pick and choose because there's not other offers out there for you right now. But when it happens, you can.
Yeah, well, right now, in the meanwhile, I gotta be active.
And you're doing right now. And guess what you're doing? You're doing the right things.
Hey, coach. I gotta sometimes I gotta take a pay cut till I get to the big bag. I can't wait 5 years to get a fight. I'll be out there.
No, some people can and some people don't have.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be out there with a sign in front of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We'll work for food. You know what I mean, Cal? Cal, make sure the soup kitchen open. See. Yeah, man.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He say fans gonna stop paying for cherry pick fights.
Yeah.
And then the people in charge, and then some fighters won't never happen. You know what I'm saying? That's as simple as that.
Yeah, man.
You got to understand, everybody's saying cherry pick fights, but some of them don't want to get in the ring and do what they doing in that ring. That shit is hard. When you got to get in that ring and go against another man and prepare for that, or getting hit in the face, getting hit in the body, that shit is hard. I know for a fact.
Hey, Jess, let me ask you a question.
Tell me.
Was Devin versus Rize a cherry pick fight?
I wouldn't call it a cherry pick because one loss champion. He was a real champion, 2-time champion. What I do call that, though, respectfully, that's a calculated risk. You get what I'm saying? Like you know the risk with any fight, right? And it was always he always had that punch and chance. So, but it was a calculated risk. You get what I'm saying? There's a reason his pops scouted Regis out and was sitting there.
Right. Yeah, right.
He seen what he needed to see, and he went and got that. He seen him in school. He went and got it.
You ain't heard them say Regis' name after that damn fight.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said, for the best to fight the best, or don't claim to be the best.
That's true. It's what the public makes them. That's just like when they put that fight together, and I kept saying, dude, if you go back and look at all our podcasts, I say Devin is going to do what he's going to do because he's a better athlete than he is.
Yes, for sure.
And I kept saying that, and we seen it. That comes from good. That was a good matchmaking.
Right.
You call it?
Right. They scouted. They seen right with him. And I respect it by calling it a calculated risk. But I say that because that's not the most dangerous guy. But I get it. That's your first fight there. It's a real champion. That's
just like I say, Devin Haney gonna beat Ryan Garcia because he know he ain't dangerous. He ain't taking no real big risk, man. Bill know what he doing, man. Bill
Not,
know what he
not
know what
on,
he doing.
not, bruh. That's not a Bill's. What you call it? Because if you go back and watch the Regis fight, they was talking about that Garcia fight and Devin Haney before we even got there. Go back and look at the fight. They was promoting Garcia on their card.
Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said Regis was absolutely a cherry pick.
I don't do that because I think you just got to give a 2-time world champion a little more credit than that. And you got to look at his only loss. His only loss was back and forth, like a 7-5 type loss. So I don't know. It's easy. I get it when people say that, but it's a calculated risk.
We need this for sure. Andre Noble say, "Yo, just do. We need you to do an interview with Shakur. We need that for sure."
Man, you already know, man. We're gonna make it happen.
Y'all gotta understand, man. Like when you look at, you got scouts in basketball, scouts in football. You know what I'm saying? They looking for the best player to put on that team to get them to that ring.
Right.
To get them to that trophy.
Like, I ain't hating on him. On him.
Man, I say it all the time. I say, man, Bill, he doing a hell of a job to get to that bag.
Yeah. It's just like the 2001 Ravens defense. It'll never be a defense like that. They mentality, they say we ain't gonna let them score. Their mentality and their path to the Super Bowl was greasy. They went through the best teams to get to the Super Bowl. They say we're gonna annihilate, seek, and destroy, and that's what the hell they did. But all right, y'all, love y'all guys, man. Calvin, you gonna have me selling some shoes for me, some colognes or something. You got my nose open, coach. All right.
I give you a good deal.
I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
All right, Chad. Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said, "For Tank, my favorite fighter, but it's time to put up." Okay.
You got the right to say that.
Yo, but I hate that, man. I'm gonna grow more gray hair messing with y'all, man. So y'all really don't think a guy that's shown you he's a top fighter in 3 different weight classes, stuck his toe in that 4th, y'all don't think he showed you nothing yet? I ask people this all the time. If he ain't that,
I watched all the stories that Moses led his people from out the wilderness, and then the people didn't even believe all the works that he did.
Right.
So that's just human nature and how human are. You can do a lot of good. Right. You do one bad thing, guess what happens? They're gonna ridicule you for it.
Right. I get it. Like, I get it. I'm right with y'all. I want to see the same names and matchups as y'all, but I don't think just because those fights ain't been made yet, you look at the body of work and say it's nothing been accomplished there. That you got to really take a look at that, man, and consider who we talking about. It's a reason we want to see him against those people. I tell people that all the time. It's the reason y'all want to see him against X, Y, Z, or this guy, that guy. It's a reason for that. I think, and y'all know what it is, man. So I think, just like Coach said, man, I think it's a lot of stuff that got to line up. The time got to be right,
listen,
man. I don't feel like
once
people
upon a time ago, nobody ain't know none of them fighters.
Right.
And and to be honest, the most guy that was really known on a worldly level,
right,
as a amateur was Shakur Stevenson.
Right.
And why? Because he was an Olympian. Tank got there nationally known because all the traveling we did, and they seen all his body of work as a amateur. So when he had a chance to fight for that world title, everybody that seen him in the amateur said, man, Tank gonna fuck him up. And he been doing that since. So the ones that really know Tank said that, say, shit, it's nothing new that he's been doing that he's doing now. You got to remember, we've been introduced to this pro situation on the business side. So we gotta like, how would you sit there and say? We gotta like figure our way through. You get it?
Right.
And then when you sit there and look at how they build the fighters up to be who they are, everybody doing a hell of a job. Because it's getting to the what? Look who fights. You got You got Tank and Ron fight just now. Then you're gonna get Devin and them great fight. So right now we just waiting for Shakur to fight a big name. You get it?
Right.
It's gonna
I
happen.
think I think it's moving, man. I just don't think the time has passed. Like I think people, I know we impatient, but I get it. But I just don't feel like none of these fights have passed just yet. I think people just gotta give it a little bit of time. And I think time reveals all, man. You will know if the fights won't happen. I think it's premature to say and guess that they just not gonna happen.
No,
I'm not big on the duck narrative. I don't think none of these dudes ducked each other at all. None of them. None of them. I just
I'm
don't
gonna
think
say
so.
that because I'm gonna say that is what fights that, because you got to remember at the end of the day, the fighters got to want to fight each other,
Right.
and it got to
Right.
make sense for them fighters to fight each other. In the
Right.
words of Al Heyman, man, do what the fighter want you to do, because if something go wrong, he ain't got no fingers to point at.
For sure.
Smoothie King, appreciate the support. Big C, Coach, y'all say Abdul has all this potential, etc., bro, etc. But when can we see it against people on his level? That's like having a Hemi and only going 25 miles per hour.
You said Devin Dukes. I be trying to give him that. I just don't think he was ever fighting down there again. I know I'm an easier going guy on the fighters, man. I be leaving the duck narrative out of it. Like I just thought that was for show. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the time was right for that fight. That's why it didn't happen. I don't. And then again, you a guy told you what his plans was, so I don't think that he was in their initial plans at all. Not this early. I mean, I would love to see that fight, but you got some people that'll tell you Shakur ducked him. Like he turned down X, Y, and Z and 3 offers. And I just hate all that stuff. I think when you start hearing all the business out loud, that tells me directly from previous situations, there's no fight coming. Once numbers start getting thrown, offers start getting talked about, and when we hearing about it all, there's no fight coming. I've never seen one come after seeing the numbers be put out there. So that's why I say whenever you see a side and they telling all of the business, that's just my honest opinion. They're trying to convince people they're trying to make a fight rather than actually making one.
Good point. Good point there. Good point.
You just don't make it on social media. You can't make them in the public, not in that way. Not when the details are getting released. You show interest in the fight and you let the people know, look, that's who I want. But you can leave the numbers out of it. It's really not our business. If you want, once the fight is sealed and you want to talk about what kind of numbers y'all doing or how y'all got paid, cool. But if you do it prematurely, that's kind of a red flag that you're not really trying to make a fight. You killing it before it even, you know what I mean? Negotiations before they even start. You killing it because you telling everything. So I just hate to see it be done that way because I've never seen it result into an actual fight. I don't care who it is. Like you see it, pay attention. Somebody come out, start talking about all the money and the numbers, and it's banter. Fight ain't happening. Guaranteed.
Hey, Big C. Hey, Big C, you got your answer. Y'all just don't like the answer y'all got. But
I see all the fights are happening. I remember once upon a time ago when Spence was asking for guaranteed money, and everybody, oh, they can't get guaranteed money. And what happened? The fight happened.
Right. I had people tell me that fight never was going to happen. I ain't got to get into why they felt like it wasn't going to happen, but they said that never was going to happen.
Yeah.
You can't say it didn't happen at a good time. That's when they had all the hardware. You get what I'm saying? Maybe one guy maybe fought an extra fight, but that's one fight. It still happened when it needed to happen.
He answered the question though. Y'all just don't like the answer. He gave y'all the answer before the super chat came about. That's why he laughed at it.
Y'all know how this stuff goes, man.
They want that. They want how they want it. No, that's why I ain't say nothing because he already answered y'all question. Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He says, so how long we supposed to wait? Just do until he 35?
Who? Wait for what?
For Tank. See the fight. I guess y'all not happy with him, but y'all got
y'all just be hearing the wrong thing. Like if y'all don't hear, if I had it my way, of course I could snap my fingers and we'd be seeing this fight next week, next month, whatever the case. But I think y'all got it wrong. It's how we got different perspectives as to how you get the fight made. sometimes we just be fight fans. We like, look, we got the money, make that fight and we'll pay for it. I get it. But is the money really there for that fight to be made from a business standpoint? And when you say that, then somebody say you making an excuse for the fight not to be made. That's not the case. You're trying to add some depth to a conversation and, you know, fill people in as to why a fight might not be made. I don't think they should wait till they 35. Like I said, if I could get it now, I'll take it now. But I think people just unrealistic. They don't consider nothing but what you want. And I get it. You got the money, you want to see it now. But again, the more I talk about this as a content creator, I gotta understand this side of it.
I do actually,
oh, just give me the fight. Like, gotta make sense for everybody.
A dude asked me the other day, he like, man, what's going on with the Ryan and Devin fight, man? I mean, with the Tank and Devin fight. That's a big ass fight. I was like, listen, you going in the same pot. It's not a big fight like people think it is. I was like, then you gotta understand. I'm not even hating. I'm just being like, you know what I mean? When you understand the business side of it, I like when you going in the same pot, it's not that big.
And history showed that. It's history.
You know what I mean?
Go back and check and look it up with certain fighters that was named guys fought against each other. The pot wasn't the pot. It didn't transform to what they thought it was going to be.
I told him, like, look at this. We got Spence and Bud going into what we all thought was a major fight. It did, I think, like 700,000 pay-per-views.
And then they try to call Tank and Ryan an exhibition fight. And what did that do?
And that was an undisputed, you know what I mean, for all the belts on the line. I like, now you got an exhibition match, no belts on the line. That did 1.4 million. I said, but you know what you did have? You had two different demographics going at it. You know what I mean? You going into two different pots. And that's the thing, you know what I mean? And I'm not being funny. Like, I was really at Junior's football game and I was talking boxing to one of the guys, and the guy asked me, he said, who's Devin Haney? I said, no, I'm not even being funny. I'm like, he was like, who's that? The old man, I posted him. He was like, who's Devin Haney? I was like, he's the undisputed champion right now, 135. He's like, man, I never heard of him. But when Tank fighting, you see what I'm saying? So like, it's people out there that don't even really know. And I don't want nobody to take this as hate, but don't really know. So the fight is not that big.
I think for diehards, you know what I mean? You know, us diehards, as junkies, we know it. Yeah. I think people mix up and confuse the difference between a good fight and a big fight.
The difference is you want to get that 1% that don't watch boxing.
Right.
Then you're making some noise.
Yeah, so and then you gotta understand, like, no matter what Tank does, he moves the needle.
Yeah.
He moves the needle. He could drop a tweet and it goes crazy on YouTube. You know what I mean? No matter what he does, moves the needle. So when you got a guy like that, and then you got a guy like Devin Haney, and we could just take his past numbers and put him in. He did 150 with Loma, 50 with Rize. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the stuff they look at. That's they hard facts numbers that everybody go look at. You know what I'm saying? But like I sit there and say, you take Ron and you take Devin and you put them together, you're gonna get some buzz. So whoever win or lose, actually stock's gonna do what, y'all? It's gonna raise again. Yeah. So it's put somebody in the seat to actually get close to getting what they want.
He said Tank is the needle.
You know,
how do you negotiate with something like that? Like, your numbers don't even demand what you asking for. But
see that they don't want to have that conversation, bro. They think you're trying to kill the fight when you saying that. And the reason why I think it makes sense, I'm just listening to what I heard Eddie Hearn speak about it before, and he specifically spoke about not wanting to put a fight on pay-per-view, but when guys are asking for big purses, he got to find a way to try to make the money. So I'm like, that's just me trying to understand. That ain't trying to kill a fight style. That's me trying to understand. I don't have all the answers. You hearing it from a promoter sit here and tell you, look, it wasn't my intent to put this on pay-per-view, but because my guy is asking for this, this is my way of trying to get him that money. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I mess with Eddie, because at least he give you some understanding of the business.
And you get, that's all. I'll be trying to understand. I'm a student of this. People act like they got all the answers and they don't. Like, I get it. We fight fans. We got the money. Just give us the fights. But I'll be trying to understand why a fight might not happen. You get what I try to understand.
You gotta look at it like just. You know what I mean? You're a fight fan. You got the money, but you also got a fire stick. So if you got a fire stick and the money, which one you gonna do? You gonna use that motherfucking fire stick before you use the money? You see what I'm saying? They not even really. You see what I'm saying? Now that the streaming game that came into play, you see what I'm saying? A lot of revenue is lost because of the fire sticks and other type of websites and shit like that.
Yeah. They talk about that. And in this day and time, I meant to say something. In this day and time, it's hard to reach them type of numbers that Floyd did in this day and time.
Too much.
And right now, I think Floyd is still the king of pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be hard to top that with the way people still fight.
These conversations that people don't really want to get into because
that's another thing. You got to consider that too, bro. People really still fight.
They don't want to hear it. You see what I'm saying? Like, why shit not going where it's supposed to go down?
Right.
But I can fight a Mexican fighter. That's like Canelo. If anybody ever seen Canelo fight, these motherfuckers come out. You see what I'm saying? And they support. You know what I mean?
On their feet.
You know what I mean? So just imagine two ninjas fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's streaming. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? Even the bar that they going to watch it at that's charging $30 a person, they got fire sticks hooked up. So come on, man.
Yeah. Now for me, being that I'm so heavily opinionated, I feel like I have to support the product. So for me, I got a fire stick, but when these fights come, I got to pay for them. You get what I'm saying? Especially when I be like, we be calling these fights, you got to. Mm-hmm. So at least I do my part in that regard. Like I got an opinion, but at least I support the product. I ain't stealing. I'll pay for the fights. I don't mind paying for them.
That's what I'm saying. I think even with like the Amazon Prime move, I'm thinking there's got to be some type of way in there. They're gonna try to, you know what I mean, limit or cut down on it. I know they're gonna find another loophole, but I'm just thinking that might, you know what I mean, put a stop to something.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean, it just what people willing to appreciate and what people willing to understand.
And man, you hit it, man, on the head, bro. I'm telling you, when you don't, I just never understand when it comes to this conversation, how people come from a space like they have all the answers, and anything outside of the way they initially think is an excuse, or you don't want to fight, or you making it. Nah, that's not that. You really trying to really have a real conversation. It got to be something holding the fights up. Unless y'all just cool with the narratives with everybody saying people ducking. Because that's corny. I mean, we got to move past that narrative because that's the most overused, misused term in boxing.
Yeah.
A fight don't come to fruition. The business could have not been right for one of the guys. He couldn't have not got the money. It was anything. And
that's why I say it's going to happen. It's going to happen when it's time for it to happen.
Right. Especially when people want it, man. But an EJ happened. I got faith that anything can happen, bro. If that fight happened, the rest of these fights can happen. Because I had people, like I said, saying it never was gonna happen because one guy was scared of the other guy and the other guy was ducking. So
big Damian Clark, appreciate the support. He said Hearns was 23, Hagler was 26. True boxing kings. And then what I mean, like so for me, even like. You know what I mean? Like the conversations, some of the conversations I've been privy to, like hearing it come directly from the fighter, saying like, I want these fights or this, I'm gonna fight these people. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like I know these fighters want to fight. Now there's a whole bunch of things in between time that can, you know what I mean, help or hinder the fight.
Right.
But that, like I said, they don't want to have them conversations. Appreciate you, Damian Clark. Again, he said for the best to fight the best, or don't claim to be the best. Was that the same one? No, he said, no, wait a minute. Oh, he sent so many. Oh, fighters want to be money made without pretty boy. Appreciate you, Damian Clark. Yeah, no, I mean, like you. So it's like you. It's just hard trying to explain it when you hear certain things that they haven't heard.
That's just like when you talk about the NFL and the NBA, and they want to get paid. Get what I'm saying? And you ain't see their work. Then some of them get paid. And get that money and then go to see their performance. Their performance look like some shit.
Right.
So again, I just sit there and say, when a contract comes across our desk, that's what we're preparing for.
I think it's just so much, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like people just you can tell them and turn blue, and you can give them break it all the way down, and then they like, oh, but they still ain't fighting. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to hear that shit. Like when you giving them like the real live real of the shit, they don't want to hear.
This the part that get me now. When Devin and Tank on,
right.
he already have a fight.
Then that's not. I mean, like even when you looking at that. Oh well, Devin called Tank out a while ago. Yeah, but Devin was tied up in the fights that you know what I mean was in the way at the time. You said, but that's a whole nother conversation when you get to when you get to
It is, bro. It is. Y'all be telling that man to fight and send contracts to a guy that be having his next 3 fights lined up, and that's with respect. That's just understanding what the hell going on. Like that's frustrating, man. Send it to him anyway. He get into the situation. He got lawyers. Send it to him anyway. It's like, do y'all hear yourself? It don't make sense, man.
Bill don't negotiate one fight at a time. He don't negotiate 2 and 3 at a time. You know what I mean? Because one of them a favor, he getting 2 and then giving a favor. You know what I mean? On some shit like that. You know what I mean? And then like, tell Tank activate is mandatory. Yeah, but that's another loophole because now you get the line share of money. You see what I'm saying? It's so man that the conversation go down a rabbit hole and people don't want to hear that shit
because they don't. You know what I realized with boxing? It's so opinionated that people they don't know how to have a conversation if it's not an argument. If you could sit here and read and respect where somebody coming from and just get them some, you know what I mean, some game on the situation, and then they got to argue you down about it, man. You can't get nowhere doing that. You gotta be able to hear where somebody else is coming from and accept information as it's coming to you, especially from people that's involved. It's crazy to me, man. Again, Eddie Hearn made a lot of sense though. These dudes want a lot of money, and you got put fights that's not even necessarily pay-per-view worthy fights on pay-per-view to make sure those dudes get paid. And you telling me that can't cause a problem? Just listen to it. You don't think that could cause an issue and stop a fight from happening?
I was watching Eddie Hearn, Rize, and Devin Haney at their fight. And I'm looking at the background. I said, yo, Ron Garcia don't have nothing to do with this fight. But they was promoting him. They was flashing his picture when they was doing the sit-down. And then I remember when Eddie sit there and said to Devin, don't worry about Tank right now. Focus on Garcia. It was actually telling you where his mindset was at.
Well, Devin showed you where his mindset was at. He showed you what his schedule looked like. You know what I mean? What his wish list looked like. Tank wasn't on there. That's a whole other conversation that I want to hear. Justice layers to this shit, and once you start peeling them back, you know what I mean. And people don't want to open their eyes.
You know why? Because people they don't want to. It's like they don't want to feel like if you say they guy had plans or a fighter has plans, that means he's ducking another one. It don't really mean that. Plans are plans. You think these dudes don't got plans, then you have to be sadly mistaken, especially when you see a guy post what his plans was and he manifested the 2 biggest wins of his career. You got to respect it, but you also got to acknowledge what wasn't in the plans. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not about ducking the narratives. It's just don't sit here and sell me that somebody wants something when they got it written down and that ain't part of what they want. But the people online want it way more than the fighter do. I think that's a real conversation. And that go for everybody. I think we truly be wanting certain fights at a time for fighters and they don't even be wanting it for themselves or the team or that might not be in the immediate plans. You can't tell me that's not the case. People gonna follow their plans, bro, and bro followed his plans to a T, and I respect it because he went and got those was back-to-back wins. I mean, I think his toughest fight, and the second time him becoming champion. So you gotta respect it.
Tank dropped his hit. Tank did 2 interviews and he dropped his hit list.
Right.
You know what I mean? He told you. You know what I mean? What's on his itinerary? He told you.
And he did that first before they start doing it. And I said, that's why when I go back and look, I said they say Tank fight gonna be the fight where everybody gonna start fighting everybody. And guess what happened? Everybody start fighting.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man.
Give it a little more time, man. I don't think none of these fights is over marinated and none of that. I think people just want what they want. And I get it on one end, but I also try to understand what be stopping this stuff from happening. And some of it be, I'm going to say it and I mean it. Some of the fans, the supporters be wanting to fight more for the fighters than they want it for themselves. I've seen it for years like that. you would say somebody to send a contract to a guy that you're not even for sure wants to fight a guy based off what? You really want to fight somebody, you will be willing to reach out to any member of their team to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
The fact that you got guys unwilling to do that, it just tells me you're not doing everything you could to get a fight. And social media don't work because that's not going to make the fight, and we know that.
Thomas Hill, appreciate you.
It's getting late.
He said, "Big C playing the sky for some tank news." Appreciate you, Thomas Hill. What you say, Coach? Coach, you went on mute. Appreciate you, Thomas Hill. No, I just appreciate you coming on, chopping it up with me. I hope nephew feeling better, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
wasn't even gonna be disrespectful and send that link to you yesterday.
Nah, it's all good. We make it happen. I'm doing OT again, man. It's my third trip, man.
Jeez,
I doubled up today and I came to kick it with the fam.
Okay,
it's always a conversation for me, man. And good build, man. Salute to the family in the chat. Salute to my guy, man.
Appreciate you. Damian Clark said for call a bluff. Appreciate you. But you gotta understand, like when you certain things you don't do when you're on top of the mountain. Certain things you just don't do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, it's just the more I'm starting, and it's not from like because I'm on this side, but it's like the more I start hearing conversations and hearing and getting a better understanding of the business and how things work.
Right.
It's the more to make you be like, oh, okay, I get it. You see what I'm saying? Or be like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. It makes sense. It makes sense now why this not happening or why they doing this and doing that. So it's like, if I got nothing, but I want to fight, I got to go take 4 fights before I can get that fight I want because I got to build my name up so I got something to bring to the table. You know what I mean? I can't just walk to the table and say I want you and I have nothing to bargain with. You know what I mean?
I mean, especially considering the fact that I think the bigger the name or the more risky the fight, the more that fighter got a chance of asking for it. That makes sense. Because I know a lot of times they'll say, well, what did this one have to bring to the table? But is that one also asking to break the bank as well?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I just, again, it's always about trying to understand. I don't got all the answers. I'll be wanting to know. And I'm past the narratives. I really be wanting real answers to why these fights don't be getting made. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it just be ego and people not doing the right shit to make a fight. You get what I'm saying?
Did you hear what Earl Spence said for the Bud fight?
What's that?
He said he told Bud, he's like, you need to thank me for making this happen. I gave up a lot of shit for us to get this fight. You see what I'm saying? So when you bring up ego, you know what I mean? He really wanted that fight. He had to give up a lot of concessions.
Rebelt champion came in first. Put that in perspective. They did a coin flip. Think about what he was just. Let's think about it. Think about it. He probably went against his people for that fight, giving up when it came to making concessions. But now that they don't want to hear that, nah. Just telling you, man. Just saying, it's a lot of ego in boxing, bro.
Man, listen, man, that shit get funky. Then, like, let's just say, no, I ain't doing a coin flip. I'm coming first.
Right.
No, I'm coming first. No, well, fuck you, we ain't fighting. Shit like that. That happens, really.
Saying? Now we don't got no fight. Over a coin flip.
Over who walked out first. You know what I mean? Not like, because at first I didn't understand. I didn't really know that it matters who come on the flyer first, who's on the picture first. You know what I mean? Who walks out first? You know what I mean? Like all that shit matters a placement of where you at. And you know what I mean? This is shit that goes on in negotiations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where your name at is at first. What side of the microphone you sit on, the left side or the right? All that shit is in negotiation.
Blue corner, bro.
When you like that shit. So and then when you get to taking account, like when you get to taking accountability of all the shit that goes into making a fight. I asked Coach Calvin because we got off here the other day. And I like Coach Calvin, how many entities get paid to make a fight happen? And I'm only on fight night. That's all. I'm just thinking fight night. He said, but don't forget about this, that, and that. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about the press conference.
Right.
I forgot about the shuttles that take everybody back from the hotel back and forth. You know what I mean? Maybe if it's at the arena or even at the hotel, you know, you gotta fly all these people in, you know what I mean? All the type shit that go. Man, it's a lot of shit that go into making fights. So, you know what I mean? Every I has to be dotted and every T has to be crossed.
Yeah.
And when you start understanding more of that shit, you get a better understanding of, I can see why the fight not happening.
Right.
And I always go back, I always revert back to the same thing. Like when they say, oh, well, he fought Pitbull. Pitbull took that motherfucking offer, signed the contract, let's fight. Ryan complained about, oh, I was dehydrated, but you signed that motherfucking contract for that fight and took the offer. And
He was undisciplined, dehydrated my ass. He was undisciplined. I'm standing on that. That dude was undisciplined, bro. Drinking and everything, right? But you gonna blame it on being drained, but you not even focused. That's your fault. It wasn't
Rolly. He took the motherfucker off and he took the fight. You see what I'm saying?
At 35.
So then you got when you hear Bill say, "Oh well, we want this, so we not fighting." How the fuck you think you gonna get the fight when you not even an A side? You saying we take this or nothing?
You already, by you saying what you're not gonna do, you already making it tough. Because by saying what you're not gonna do, it's almost like saying you ain't willing to play ball. You saying you already taking stuff off the table, and it comes across as almost like a demand, request, however you want to look at it. Once you start setting stipulations and you're not the guy with the leverage, and it becomes a little bit, you know what I mean, sticky. So
see that thing is, just send a contract. Actually, it's not even a contract; it's a term sheet. You know what I mean? So if you telling me you're not even agreeing to the terms, why am I sending it? You saying, and that's the type of shit that happens.
Nah, real talk.
You know what I mean? Steven Espinosa said we approached Bill Haney to make the fight. He said we go in another direction. Why would they send a contract?
Right. And then, but because they're to the people, they don't believe that Steven Espinosa is a liar. He that up, and you should send it anyway. I said that right there put it into all that send the contract stuff.
Like even give me the same deal Ryan got. Do you deserve the same deal Ryan got? Shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Have you ever heard that in boxing? And do you, again, I'm just trying to be real. Do you really want the same deal? Because that means stipulations and all, right? You want
you
can't just be, when it comes to the money, I want that. That's wild. Like, nah, you got see what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to be careful what you saying you want.
Man, listen, man, that shit get funky, man. And like I'm getting a better understanding every day goes along when I get to see and hear certain things. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, couple, you know what I mean, conversations that I was allowed to be privy to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you hear like, oh, I want this, but you know what I mean, day in the way, or you know what I mean, I can't do this because you know what I mean, shit like that, you know what I mean? So it's just, it is what it is.
Right.
Hey, that's how you feel, Julius Williamson. That's how you feel. I'm just trying to tell you how it is. See, the problem is sometimes you gotta listen for understanding.
Right.
Not for what you want to hear. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like if you really listen to what we up here building on, it's really just trying to be a conversation where you're trying to help get some understanding. It's not about an excuse. That's that childish way of thinking. Nobody's making an excuse. You trying to provide an understanding, or at least what your level of understanding is. I ain't got all the answers, bro. I know I want to see all of the same fights that everybody in the chat want to see. When we talking about the best fight, the best, who the hell don't want to see them? You get what I'm saying? I'm not scared to watch a guy lose. Like, I done seen my favorite fighter lose before. You know what I mean? Or one of my favorite fighters. So that is part of it. It's part of boxing. Especially when you testing yourself, you're gonna lose.
Man, listen, man. You know how I really want to see the Devin and Tank fight. But I also understand the shit that's in the way of a Devin and Tank fight.
True.
And I'm getting a better understanding of the rest of the shit that's in the way. Because it's not just one thing.
Nah, it's not.
You see what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of complications in between time.
It is. Starting with like you know, you ask the number one, all right, where they fighting at? They're gonna be like 140, and I'm gonna be like, yeah. So you right there, you telling me you don't see what the problem is? Like it's like it's real. That could be a real issue if you got people talking about what they're not gonna do. Like, all right, then it's gonna be like you can't tell him what he got to do. So then it's like, all right, ego, no fight. Keep it moving.
You might catch him. You might catch him on a good day. He be like, all right, I'll fight you at 140. He go to sleep thinking about like, what the fuck? I'm not fighting you at no 140. No, I see you at 135. Where the fuck, you know what I mean? How the fuck you gonna tell me where we fighting at? You shit like that, and it happens in real life, not just Tank and Devin. This is shit that happens in boxing. Motherfucker go home and be like, yeah, no, I'm a fighter. No, what the fuck you mean? You gonna do what? No, that's not. We not giving up shit. You know what I mean?
Right. I just
how the fuck you think he gonna call shots? He's the B side. He can't call no fucking shots around here. Nah.
Right.
And he getting some money.
Man. Like, imagine, think about how corny boxing would be if we all thought exactly the same way. You get what I'm saying? It's more than one way to look at something, bro. So,
man, this shit, man, this shit get funky. But I ain't gonna hold you up, man.
Right.
Getting nephew right. Any closing arguments you got for him, Just?
Man, just know, man, when we up here at bat, we up here to build. We not up here to make excuses and stop no fights from happening. We not even fight fans. We boxing supporters. It's a difference. We really spend our money on the fights. We go to the fights, pay-per-views. We want to see all the same fights y'all want to see, but I think the way we see it going in terms of how you get into them fights is just different, and that's where the little disconnect come in at. But again, man, salute to the family, the Rize family, everybody in the chat, and my guys seeing you.
I'm back on tomorrow if you want to come back on. I'm back on tomorrow by myself if you want.
You already know. You probably won't be by yourself. If that's the case, then you know, come build with you. Sure.
You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the super chat, the cash app, man. Y'all came through tonight, showed a lot of love. Appreciate the support, man. But y'all don't think I want to be at a Devin and Tank fight? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for Miss Joette. I'm a little bit closer to my plane ticket. I hope you're ready for me, Miss Joette, because I'm coming. You know what I mean? I need to see Canada and you. Extra shea butter.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.